So I welcome everyone. My name is Monica and I am from livinglight.in. So if you would have checked the website, that is our work. And these are Saturday sessions which we do every Saturday at 3 o'clock. We pick up various themes which are very much related to our personal lives, our day-to-day lives, and try to delve deeper into these issues, not just as mere philosophical concepts, but what is their importance in our practical day-to-day life. Because we don't want to make more knowledge just a burden on our head. We have enough burden on our heads already. So the idea is to use the words of saints and mystics and masters to unravel, to unmystify those words, demystify those words, and to make it our life, to use them as acid to clean our life, because we have so much of kind of a, if I can use the word muck, sticking to us, which burdens us from time to time. So is it possible to live light using those detoxification, detoxifying words? That is an attempt here. And today, the topic that I've chosen for today is being and becoming. As a philosophical concept, some of us may be aware of this idea of being and becoming. So one that is forever, one that is eternal, unchanging beyond time, and one that is ever in time. So these are nothing but facets of our own being. I am the being, I am the becoming. But more often than not, I experience myself in always a state of flux, a continuous motion. And how can this idea of being and becoming kind of anchor me, root me in my day-to-day life, so that I can use this concept to create and recreate my life and understand and being intimate with my life more closely. So with that, I would like to ask all of you today, why are you here? What brings you here? The answers would be obviously different for everyone. For some it might be just the continuation of Saturday events. For some it may be just the topic. So just feel free to share. It would be nice if you can share in the chat window, or if you would like, you can unmute and please share. Yeah. Yes, so Himanshi shares that I see that I am clarity, the light of understanding, and at the same time we also see that we are confused in many moments. Confusion overwhelms, there is a lot of chaos, and we are not able to understand. So Himanshi says that these lines resonated with us and with her, and that is why she's here. Yeah. Gautam is here to understand what is reality then. Okay. Yeah. If more of us can share, it will be really nice, to have more inputs from all of you. Yeah, just louder, please.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah. To me, as usual, I found this very mystical, the topic, something that we all experience, the anger, frustration,
Yeah.
hatred. And at the same time, we all are struggling and, in that darkness and trying to move towards light. So I see this again, it comes as a help to me, in my journey of knowing myself
Yeah.
better, more,
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Gurpreet ji. Yeah. So Ankita shares, I need to focus on, so we need to focus on ourselves, and that is why she's here. Ramaji shares that she's looking for peace, so maybe the topic helps in finding peace. Yeah, anyone else would like to share? Or if not now, you can also share later. And I would also request, as and when through the session, any questions, any concerns, any doubts, whenever they come, they are very, very relevant to the session. They are a part of the session, and it would be really great, I'll be thankful if you'll be allowing yourself to share. Yeah. Okay. So Preeta ji shares, I believe that we are each in a process of recreating ourselves as we become more aware. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
मोनिका,
Yes, yes, Aradhana ji.
मुझे जैसे लगता है कि हम सब part of that divine essence है. We have that divine light within us, but we are living with all these emotions as well. Time to time they come on the surface and हम disconnect हो जाते हैं अपने divine essence के साथ. So मुझे लगता है कि how can we find out कि living with these emotions and through these emotions how can we learn to live more and more with our true nature, with our true self, with our divine essence.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, picking something from your words only, Aradhana ji, you said that when emotions overwhelm, they disconnect you from that inner light.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm asking all of us, why are emotions disconnecting us from our inner light?
Because I think हमारी जो ego है, जो expectations हैं from everyone around us, they overpower the our this thing जो हमारे जिसमें हमें रहना चाहिए वो कहीं पीछे छोड़ के ईगो ओवरपावर कर लेती है. एक्सपेक्टेशंस जो हमारी लोगों से हैं वो बढ़ जाती हैं एंड भूल जाते हैं हम कि हम क्या हैं एंड देन वी जस्ट काइंड ऑफ डिस्कनेक्ट.
तो जब आप ये कह रही हैं आराधना जी दैट हम भूल जाते हैं हम क्या हैं, तो कहीं वो एक जस्ट इमेज तो नहीं है मेरे दिमाग में कि मुझे ये होना चाहिए, और क्योंकि ये इमोशन या
समवेयर वो एक नोइंग है, क्योंकि जब आप उस चीज में होते हो तो वही जैसे कि आपको एक अनईजी फीलिंग नहीं होती है व्हेन यू आर देयर, क्योंकि ये जब इमोशंस आपकी आती हैं सरफेस पे दे काइंड ऑफ आपको एक डिस्कम्फर्ट देती हैं, लाइक एंगर है, जेलसी है, हेट्रेड है, ये आपको एट पीस तो नहीं रखती हैं. आपको पता चलता है कि आप अपने ईज में नहीं हो, सो दैट मीन्स there is something else where we should be stationed.
Interesting, very interesting. So I'm putting an image of a red light signal in front of all of you. Imagine that there is a red light signal, traffic signal in front of us. Now we are on the road and we have the red light in front of us, we have the orange and we have the green. At time to time, sometimes the red blinks, sometimes orange and sometimes the green. Now I am on the road in my vehicle, in the car or on maybe road, just on the bike, and I look at this red signal and it overwhelms me. This red signal overwhelms me. I am saying, why is the red signal there? It should not be there. I am away from my essence. This red signal, whenever it comes, it pulls me away from my essence. Okay, this is one imagery. The other imagery is that I am on this road again. I have this traffic signal in front of me. And I look at this red signal and I take it just as a signal. I read it just as, okay, now it's red. So it means I need to give myself a stop. Now it's green. It means I can move. So when we are saying that emotions are disconnecting us from the divine essence or the light of clarity, my request to all of us is to, as Aradhana ji was sharing, can these emotions become nothing but a path on the divine road only, path towards inner clarity and understanding only? Can it be happening? Can it be possible? Can we discover that it is possible? Can we see that We can also look at the emotion as a signal, like a red, orange, or a green signal. But unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, many a times we are just overwhelmed by the signal and we are not able to look at it as the signal. Right? This is what happens. And there, the moment it happens, I lose the power, the force that I am, as Preeta ji was sharing, to create and recreate myself. As if the signal becomes too overwhelming in itself and I'm just cribbing at the signal. Why on earth this signal is there? It's just bothering me too much. While the other stance could be that I see it as the signal and I take a pause, I reflect, I say maybe it is wanting to tell me something. And in that process, being stationed in the pause, I allow myself to flow with the universe, to listen to those emotions. What are they trying to tell me? Because they are not against me. Universe is not against me. My own being, full of emotions and thoughts, it is not against me. It is trying to tell me something. Can we decode the language? Because if I am not able to decode the language, I feel lost and abandoned in this universe. I feel कि भगवान ने बना के बस पटक दिया, कुछ हमारी चिंता नहीं करी कि क्या करेंगे, क्या कैसे बढ़ेंगे आगे, बस पटक दिया हमें लाके. इतनी स्ट्रगल है, इतनी मेहनत है लाइफ में. Only because I am taking the signal too seriously. I am not taking the signal maybe as a signal, like a disease, like an illness. An illness comes, cancer comes, for example, an illness which threatens most of us. It gives you a kind of a intimacy with death. Now cancer is there, then you are face to face with death. Now can I, yes Neelam, we'll talk about that. Can I use disease as a signal? It needs a lot of courage. The immediate response is that I am overwhelmed with the disease. I see it as the end of my life. I see all the hospital struggles now I will have to go through. This is what immediately comes to my mind. And in that overwhelming, I am not able to see it, the coding that it has kind of manifested in front of me. It wants to tell me something in its language. Just like if I am talking to a person who speaks Italian, he's doing la 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 and I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know what he wants to say. So can I just pause? Can I ask him, would you just maybe talk in sign language so that I can understand, because I do want to understand you. How many of us, I am asking, ask yourself, how many of us want to understand these signals of the universe that the universe gives to us? Yes. How many of us are ready to have this intimacy with our own being, with our own thoughts, with our own red, blue, white, green, orange signals? These are nothing but signals. They are wanting to tell us something about our own mystical self. Let me just share with you another imagery. I'll be taking up all these questions and comments again. Imagine there is an actor. There is an actor. And this actor is doing several roles. How we do in theater. The one actor does several roles. Imagine yourself as an actor. Look at all the roles you play in this life, including the one of a human being. And further down, Look at all the roles. If you have a pen and a paper, write it down. You are the actor. You are acting a human form now. You are acting a mother now. Imagine now this actor, when the actor gets lost in one particular role that he is playing in this movie, would he be able to redefine, re-express and master his emotions and his expressions, facial expressions, if he believes completely that I am nothing but this role? Would he be able to recreate, redefine himself? If he is lost in the drama of the role, would the actor be able to redefine, remaster his expressions and emotions on stage? If the actor knows that I am an actor, I can do anything. Where has the actor more mastery? Yes, so Rama is sharing he will be looking for outside approval for self-worth. Yes, if he is lost in the role. Very true. If the actor is completely lost in the role of a person who is feeling very unworthy, he will be completely drenched in that emotion. He will not be able to step back at all. He will be lost in the role and the drama. I am asking you, when that the actor has more control over his expressions on stage, when he knows he is an actor or when he is lost in the role? Where can he redefine himself? Where can he correct his mistakes? Yes, I think it's very obvious. It's very obvious. We all go and see the movie and theater and the drama, all that goes on outside. When the actor, the beautiful actors like we have in Bollywood, Hollywood, when the actor knows that I am nothing than an actor, I can be anyone, then only I can allow myself to go through the anger that is demanded in the scene, to go through the hatred that may be demanded in a scene, to go through the jealousy that may be demanding in the scene. Only then I can actually enjoy these emotions, even the negative ones I am saying, and not shy away from them. So I am a being, one who is the actor, and I am a becoming at the same time, because I am becoming this in one particular moment, I am becoming that in one particular moment, and I am becoming another one in that particular moment. Only when I am allowing myself to be that space that can allow anger, frustration, confusion, misery, all of that as a process, as an unfolding in my life, only then I will be able to learn through those experiences. If we look at our life, we are many a times we fail to even learn. And that is what pulls us down. That is what makes life a trap and a struggle, because we love to learn. As human beings, we love to learn. When the experiences of anger, hatred, jealousy, confusion, frustration, breakups, heartbreaks, when they are not making me learn, when I am getting too involved in the drama, only then I feel suffocated in this life. Reflect on it. Only then. If the anger is making me learn something, if the hatred and jealousy that I experienced in one moment of life is making me learn something, then it doesn't bother me actually to go through anger again, maybe once if needed. Because I see that through anger only I am uncovering layers of myself. Only when I feel stuck in the role, in the drama of the situation, and I am not able to step back as an actor, that I am an actor who is untouched by the role that I am playing of angry young man, only then I can learn. When I am not able to step back, I am not able to learn. And this sucks. It sucks when we are not able to learn. All experiences appear so futile. So I can actually use this as a signal. If I can feel myself stuck in my life, stagnated in my life, definitely I have to look at myself and check within. Maybe those experiences are there, but I have stopped to learn somewhere. We love to learn, we love to evolve. Look at our lives, how miserable we feel when we are not evolving, when we are not progressing, how miserable we feel. It's nothing again but a signal that we love to learn. We are here to progress, we are here to evolve. So, having said that, can I allow those emotions, even the negative ones, to reveal deeper layers of my inner truth to me? Because they are not separating them from divine essence. They will be separating them from my divine essence only when I have an image कि जब divine essence में होते हैं ना, जब inner clarity होती है, तो ये होता है. We think that it's all beautiful when life is all clear. It's not like that. Who said it's like that? If it was like that, then ugliness would not need to exist. But the ugliness exists. There must be some purpose. What is the purpose? Let's decode the language. In faith, in acceptance, being, imagine, now you're all sitting in somebody's, somebody is sitting somewhere, we are all sitting in some space. Just have a feeling of the space around you, which is holding you. Feel that space, which is holding you. Feel the allowing touch of that space that holds you right now as you listen to this. That allowing space is allowing you in that room, is allowing the computer, the phone in that room, is allowing the curtains, the chairs and the furniture in that room. That allowing space is allowing the whole drama in that room. There is nothing wrong in the drama. The allowing space is allowing everything. The allowing space allows me to learn, miserably fall on my nose, and to learn from that. It's so allowing in nature. It does not stop me. So can I just be there in my life, stationed in that space, knowing that nothing can touch me, and allow myself to be molded by the situations of the universe, by the situations in my life, by the emotions in my life, by the people in my life, and by my own mastery, by my own inner will. All that is allowed. At this moment, I would like to ask you all a question. Who would like to be a puppet in the hands of the universe? Is there anyone here who would like to be a puppet, who wants to be a puppet?
Yes, I want to be.
Shagun, okay. Yes, Shagun. May I ask you, why would you like to be a puppet in the hands of universe?
Because I have seen that nothing is in my control.
Yeah.
If I think that I want my child to study in a particular university, मेरे हाथ में नहीं है जी,
Yeah.
मैं क्या करूं?
Yeah.
अब मैं नहीं कर पा रही हूँ तो भैया तो तुम्हें अपनी मर्जी चलानी है, करना है तो it is better to accept कि भैया जो तुम्हें करना है यूनिवर्स तुम करते रहो. That's what I can say. That's my own experience actually.
Yes, yes, yes,
I
Shagun.
have realized that nothing is in my hands.
Yeah. Yeah. So one situation is that at the moment we feel that we are a puppet in the hands of the universe. I am asking something a little different. I am asking, at the moment I may feel that I am a puppet. I don't have much control. The question, if I can rephrase the question for your clarity, the question is, how does it feel to be like a puppet in somebody's hands? Think about it. How does it feel not to have any control, not to have any mastery, not to have any knowing of whatsoever is going on? Yes, please share. How does it feel to be puppeted around in somebody's hand? How do you feel inside?
It feels very helpless.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want that situation actually.
Beautiful. Yes. Yeah, share more. Not good, suffocated, worthless. Yes, helpless. Beautiful. Powerless. Yes, yes. So true. So true. No one of us wants to be a puppet. No, even if I look at myself, I don't want to be a puppet in somebody's hands, even that is a person, or if that's a universe, I would dare to challenge the universe. How dare you make me like a puppet? I am not here to be like a puppet. I feel unworthy if you make me like a puppet. Preeti says it's frustrating. Yes, so true. Again, asking a question from there. Yes, Ritu, just hold on there. We'll go ahead. Yes, lifeless. Yes.
So, Monica ji,
Yes.
We also understand that we have to surrender ourselves, right?
Yes.
Now, puppet maybe is a semantic, it's a term, right? But why can't we look at that as if we're surrendering ourselves to the universe?
Yes, yes, Gautamji, I'm with you. Just see where this kind of line of thoughts take you and then come up again with the comment. Yeah. Okay. So we see at the moment asking this question that none of us feels good about being a puppet, whether it's the hand of the universe or whether it's the hand of somebody else. Maybe it's the spouse who wants to make me a puppet. Doesn't matter. I don't like being a puppet. It's a different matter that I am acting like a puppet right now. Okay. Now I am asking all of you that there is a code that we need to decode. The very fact that we don't feel good about being a puppet in the universe's hands tells us something. Just take a pause, think about it. The very fact that none of us like to being a puppet in universe's hands has a message for us, that we are not feeling good about it. We are not feeling right about it. What could be the message? Beautiful. Yeah, share more. Share. What is the message in that not feeling good about being puppeted around? Yeah. Gurpreet ji sharing we have to take charge. Rama is sharing that we have not accepted. Okay. Preeti sharing don't try controlling someone else too. Ritu says surrender. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to use a language which is understandable to all of us, most of us. Yes, Ruchika shares that the message is I want to control everything. Okay. So Nandaji shares need freedom to act. Okay, because I'm not liking the kind of chains I am chained in right now. So I feel the need of freedom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. So just take it ahead. I would just go on that line of thought. The very fact that I am not feeling good being puppeted around is a signal from the universe that I need not be puppeted around. That there is a reality possible where I can become in charge of my own becoming. Now, as most of you shared that the outer situations are not in our control, I think 100% of you would be there. We all are there, that the outer situations are, there is a so complex kind of interchange of forces that we don't know at what moment what happens. We all are aware of that. Still, there is an aspect of our life which is completely under our mastery. And this not feeling good about being puppeted around is telling me that I have to take charge of this life where I would feel better. This feeling of being uneasy and the feeling of being easy, feeling good about something, feeling right about something, it has a very strong signal. It has a very strong message. We must listen to this. Think about it, if you abuse someone in the morning, if you say a wrong word to someone in the morning, and after one moment you pause upon it, how do you feel? How would you feel about that abusive word that you used? Yes, Preeta. Yeah, so true.
I feel guilty.
Sorry, Shagun?
You feel guilty.
Guilty, exactly. How does it feel to be guilty? When you are feeling guilty, do you feel good about it? Exactly. So I am trying to share here that we have to use these signals. So first I say that abusive word. Then if I don't even step back and realize that that was something which I did not want to say and I should not say because it is not making me feel right from inside. I don't feel right about it. Here comes self-mastery. Here I am not allowing the outer situation to make me a puppet. When I am a puppet, what will happen? That I say the abusive word, then I end up feeling guilty, then the guilty makes me more into a trap, like a default robotic pattern is going on and on and on and on. Taking charge inside, Ramaji, I mean taking charge what is happening inside me to create and recreate your own becoming. Who am I in this moment within my being? A person says to me something in the morning. That person has done his job. Now it's my job. What is the inner movement that will follow after that person has hurled that comment on me? Many things can happen. One thing, the most of the easiest one that happens, like a slide, upar se niche, that happens is the person says something. I have no control over my thoughts, or not any control over my feelings, and I allow that person to barge into my inner territory and allow the hurt to happen, the guilt to happen, the feeling bad to happen. That is like a role going on and on and on. No control whatsoever. We don't feel very good about it. I'm stressing a lot on feeling right. If you can note it down for yourself, where do I feel right? When I allow the other person, the person has said, that's an outer situation that is not in my control. The only thing that is in that where I can be a charge and not a puppet in my inner sanctuary, that is the place where I can be the master. Do I want to work there? Because friends, it requires a lot of courage, a lot of effort. The path is not easy. The outer situation has happened. A person I loved the most has gone. Outer situation has happened. Now I am allowing myself to feel guilty and bad and being in a trap again and again, as if I have no control over it. This is my area of concern today. I have cancer. I'm fine for so many years now. I don't know when it may return, or maybe it doesn't return, doesn't know. I have no idea. I have no clue, no control over it. I may control my diet. But even then, you have seen people who are so good in their diet, even then diseases happen. What can I control? Because I don't want to be a puppet. Why I don't want to be a puppet? Because in making me a puppet in universe's hands, I don't feel right about it. I feel worthless. I don't feel right about being worthless. There must be a signal. What is the signal? The universe wants to tell me, Monica, you can take charge of your inner world. The disease is there, but your inner world is also there. Where do you want to be? Who do you want to become? In this moment when the disease is hanging on your head, with all its fears, all its anxieties, where do I want to be? Red light is in front of me. I have a choice whether to crib about it. Oh my God, red light, kitni red lights आएंगी, all that. Or just listen to my breath for some time when the right light is red. We all of us can do that. And that is, if I can use that intense term, that is our only purpose in this life. We have to master ourselves. Otherwise, we can be in the space of being puppeted around in the hands of the winds of nature, being thrown from here and there and there and there, and end up feeling unworthy, worthless, powerless, suffocated. Where do I want to be? And many a times, this taking charge of your inner world also means saying a no to a person outside, which I have not been able to so far because I never cared about my own self. Words are given to us for some reason. I don't have to allow everyone to trample in my inner sanctuary. So just like that, I'll be taking charge of my inner world. I will also be taking charge to speak out my truth whenever it's necessary. I have been given a mouth for some reason. If I was to stay shut all the time, I would not be given a mouth. So taking the charge of my inner world does not always mean being silent all the time. Not at all. It means when need arises, I will be silent. But when the need arises, I will not be afraid of speaking out my truth, which is the need of the moment. Because I am not afraid of anyone. I know that I am the actor and I am, I can take any role. I can reform the role. I can redefine my character anytime. I can redefine the role I am playing since childhood right now if I want. Breaking my ego will not break me. That kind of inner strength. Let the ego break. Let your false definition shatter. Yeah, Ritu shares that staying silent saves from many fights. Ritu, at this I would like to question you. When we are silent, is the mind also turning silent and reflective? If the mind is turning reflective and silent, maybe that's the way to go. But if the mind is chattering incessantly, better fight. Better fight. Yes, yes. So we decide for ourselves because it's context to context, the situation differs. You know? Yeah, Ankita shares that mind is not silent. We are just kind of fighting inside our mind. Because we think that what is at stake outside is far more important than my inner peace. So what do we bargain for? We bargain for all the arguments and we give away our inner peace. We sell our inner peace very, very shortly. We sell it at a very, very cheap price in order to win that argument. We sell it away. Where do I want to be? So when we talk about this concept of, very interesting. Ramaji shares, it will hurt others if we express. Ramaji, at this, I would like to ask you something. If ever a person has revealed something to you, which may be kadwa, bitter to hear, but it has helped you to change yourself, but it has helped you to get in touch with yourself. Maybe the person shared that, hey Rama, you get angry very early, you get angry so soon, you should not be like that, and that hurted you, that did hurt you. So although you had to go through that hurt, was it helpful, that comment coming from person which was loaded with truth of some kind? I am asking you, Ramaji. I may share something which has a point of truth in it, and that may hurt you, right? But if that hurt helps you to change yourself, to better yourself, is it worth going through that hurt? I am asking. Yes, and that is how, Ramaji, if you share something which is truthful in nature, even if it hurts someone other outside you, that is allowed. सच कड़वा होता है, because we have a tendency to get stuck in our images. मैं तो ऐसी 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 हूं और वैसी नहीं हूं. So I may have an image about myself that I am not an angry person, but I feel very irritated and annoyed at very little instances. Now my sister comes and tells me, Monica, you get annoyed so easily. And it was not pleasing to hear my sister saying that. It hurt. But if I can pause in that moment and allow, yes, I think that's true what she's saying. I must look at this irritation that happens to me again and again. Then that hurt of her saying to me the truth is worth it. It's really worth it. We should allow ourselves and also others to go through a hurt if the words have any aspect of truth in it. Yes, in the longer run, it's worth it. Riddhi is sharing how much ego should be there, how to decide. Riddhi, can you actually decide how much of ego should be there? Is it like that easy? Is it like, I'm taking a pinch of a salt and putting it in the vegetables? Do I actually have control over how much of ego should be there? Yeah. Think about it, Riddhi, and just come back again. So Taru shares, when we stand up for myself or contradict or deny, why is it that the environment suddenly feels so heavy? It's momentary, but it is there. Is it because the person around is angry and you catch the energy? I think that's very true. That's very true, Taru, because we are all interconnected, and uh, although we may have a separate body, but if you don't believe in the face value of the body, you see that all is a tapestry. Even if you physically see, if you go into quantum physics, if you go into the physical reality of the matter, if I have a pen in my hand, I am holding the pen in my hand, there is a continuous exchange of matter, electrons between the pen and my fingers. So it is impossible that I don't feel the heaviness that will be around if somebody has taken his, the thing on his heart. But then we also have to allow the other person his own emotional space. We know the other person is dealing through something. We know the other person is going through a challenge. I have challenged his boundary, and I needed to challenge that because that was my inner truth. Now that person is feeling heavy in that moment because that is something beyond his territory. He has never thought beyond that capacity. Can I allow that person to go through that heaviness? Can I allow myself to go through that heaviness? Maybe distance yourself from that heaviness if it's too much, because that is not my space. I have to allow. Now I have said my truth. I am available for more clarity, but I am allowing you also to reflect, to contemplate. If we see, we usually don't allow people around us, especially who are very close, we don't give them much space to contemplate. We need a lot of emotional space to contemplate over issues. So if I can just kind of step back from that person, from that situation, and allow the people to go through that emotional space, because that is necessary. Again, in the last session we were talking, whenever a struggle is happening, whenever a confusion is happening, you are learning something new. You are expanding yourself. Imagine now today all of us begin to learn Russian. Completely absurd new word to us. We will be struggling remembering the words. We'll be getting confused again and again. It just tells me that evolution is happening. I am learning something new. Neural plasticity is happening. My brain is allowing something new to happen. So that struggle is a part of that process. That heaviness, that drainage of energy I may feel is a part of that process. Can I allow that to happen? Can I allow that processing to happen? Yes. Yes, Preeti shares give the other person the opportunity to grow as well. Yes, we all need space. Aloneness is so important. Even physical aloneness is so important. We all need our quiet time. Yeah, Ritu shares, but what hurts is that we are not understood the way we should be. Ritu, again, that is not in our control. Me wanting that everyone else should understand me is completely a place like I have to put my head on the wall and bang my head on the wall again and again. We are living in separate universes, my dear. We all have a world, and each one of us wants that my world should be understood. My reality should be understood. My perception should be understood. And if I keep on becoming like that, I'll be just banging my head on the wall. I can be sure. Aren't you doing that for so long? Do you want to continue doing that? So what is the option? The option is to let go of the need of others understanding me. First begin myself. Allow myself to understand my own self. What are these thoughts? What are these inner movements? Why do I feel that way immediately? Why do I get into a reactive mode so immediately? Can I allow myself to understand my own self? Can I take this baby step? It's really, yes, Preeti, we have to take these baby steps. Because we have banged our head on the wall and we are bleeding, all of us are bleeding. We are wounded, we are hurt, in order to make other people understand what I want to say. What is my world? Please understand my world. Please understand my feelings. Who has understood your feelings? Tell me today. Who is one person who has understood your feelings 100 out of 100? Tell me today. We only end up hurting ourselves. Yes. So can't we take, yes, Ramaji, we don't even understand at the moment our own self. We have to give ourselves a chance. One thing is for sure that I can see that if I ask this, if I open my begging bowl in front of the other person in order to ask for an understanding from his side, that has so far not come. How long can I be just standing on his wall, opening my begging bowl in front of him again and again and asking him to understand him? Can I turn this begging bowl within my being and ask myself, make myself, embrace my own self and try to understand my own self? Can I ask that? Can I ask that to happen? Can I become that very understanding person that I have been seeking so far outside in the whole world? क्या मैं वो सारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग जो मैं चाहती थी बाहर से, क्या मैं वो अपनी सारी की सारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग अपने आप को दे सकती हूं? To my own self. There I can have some mastery, for sure. But the outer movements, I cannot have a mastery so far I have seen in my life. Am I ready to learn from my experiences? Right? Let me see if I've just missed any comments. Yeah, so Riddhi is sharing, what is healthy ego? Healthy ego. Riddhi, I'm not sure whether ego can ever be healthy. Yes. What I can tell you, Riddhi, here is, I think I know where you are hinting at. So, I see for myself that again and again I keep on forming a boundary wall in front of myself. I form images in front of myself. This is who Riddhi is, and this Riddhi is not. The moment somebody outside says, Riddhi, you are like that, and that hurts my boundary, I'm immediately hurt. So how can we use this? Outer person has said something, outer situation has happened. The only signal that I can take from this situation is to know, oh Riddhi, you again created a boundary. Because if there was no boundary, how would this hurt come? If I have a hammer in my hand, hammer cannot hurt the air. Hammer can only hurt the wall. So if I am hurt, I can be sure that I reformed my ego, I reformed my boundary. And choose whether I want to stay with it or whether I want to let it go. This is how I master my life. This is how I recreate, redefine my life. What is suiting me in this moment? And what is...
Can you please repeat this hammer thing because
yes,
it's understood by me.
Yes. So I was sharing that if I have a tool in my hand, say for example a hammer which hurts, hammer cannot hurt the air. Hammer can only hurt the wall. If I am hurt because somebody said me something, because in life some situation happened which hurt me badly, I can just use that as a signal that, oh my God, I again formed a boundary. Because if there was not a boundary, how would I be hurt? And again, there can be moments where a healthy boundary may be needed. And you have to tell the other person to stop. Now only all of us individually will be able to decide whether that boundary is serving me well or whether that boundary is actually making me limited and suffocated. Only each one of us would know. One thing is for sure, what can get hurt most of the times in our lives is the ego. So hurt again can be used as a signal. Oh, Monica, today that thing hurt you means you have a boundary here, For example, somebody says, Monica, you are so angry and it hurt me. How can I be angry? I am doing meditation 10 times a day. How can he call me angry? So again, that tells me that I have again formed an image of myself in my head that I am a person who does meditation, and that means I cannot be angry. I am not an angry person. So I see that I am again and again the mind is forming boundaries, images, concepts. And when those concepts are hurt, I feel bad. I feel hurt. So that way we can take it as a signal and keep on cleaning all the boundaries and kind of expanding our own self. Because if I am a limited self, I can never be happy. I will be ever, forever miserable. But if I allow myself to be in progression, if I allow myself to be in a continuous flow like a stream, like a river, I can be sure that there will be hurt, yes, but there will be also a joy of progress. Because I'll be allowing myself to move. I'll be not trying to defend my boundaries, arguing with the other person, how dare you said that, because I am not like that. No need of that. Right? So let's go ahead. This was on the ego. Adi shares that when you have a tendency to get angry, then only you get that other person's energy and you resonate with it. Okay. Ruchika shares, if our closed one is silent or sad, I want to help that one, but one is not willing to take help. Ruchika, pray. Pray in that moment. Just pray. Yeah, pray has a lot of energy. Just because it is intangible, it is subtle, है ना. प्रेयर दिखती नहीं है. अगर मैं किसी के लिए बर्थडे के लिए गिफ्ट लेके आऊं, वो गिफ्ट मोटा होता है, दिखता है. प्रेयर मैं मन में कर लूंगी, वो दिखेगा नहीं. तो हमको क्योंकि ईगो को शो ऑफ करना काफी पसंद रहता है, तो हमें लगता है प्रेयर में पावर नहीं है. राइट? बट द प्रेयर, व्हाट प्रेयर्स कैन डू, नथिंग एल्स कैन डू. So connect within and send out a prayer for that person if you really want to help. Yeah. Yes, so I'm taking up Aradhana ji's question. Monica, I have a question. We say we should not be a puppet in the hands of universe. Aradhana ji, we did not say that we should not be. We said that we don't feel good being a puppet thrown here and there. Just clarifying on that. On the other hand, we say universe is not against us. Yes, yes. Beautiful. Yes. So here, just talking on these two lines, the universe is trying to send me a signal. For example, I am a parent and I have a baby in my hand who is a toddler who can walk. What I am doing is I am pulling the baby in this direction or that direction, trying to orient him on the road, because so far the baby doesn't know how to walk on the road. For so far he's a little boy. So I am pulling the baby here, I am pulling the baby there. Two things can happen. The baby can take it on his ego and say, mother, why are you pulling me? No, I don't want to be a puppet, right? The other thing is the baby can be reflective and see why the mother is pulling him here or there. And the baby soon will realize, oh, my mother is trying to orient me, find me a proper place to walk. If we can take the blows and the slaps, so-called blows, because on the ego it comes as a blow. It's not exactly a blow, but on the ego it's a blow. If I can use the blows as a signal, then I am not a puppet. Then the universe is not actually making me a puppet. It's the ego that feels that I am a puppet because the ego feels helpless. Ego is not able to take charge of its own life. It always wants to defend and protect itself. When we get stationed in the deeper being within ourselves, there the ego does not want to protect itself. Now I can easily take that blow and redefine myself. So you are right. It's just a matter of rephrasing actually. Universe is for me. That negative feeling that I got was for me because there was a signal. If I can decode that signal, beautiful. If I cannot, doesn't matter, I will learn. No? So all the things, if we take as a signal, you are so true that yes, we can actually, as Preeta was sharing earlier, right? That we can co-create a new reality along with the universe. And this is what we call as collaborating with the divine force. This is what is collaborating with the divine. That whatever signal I am getting from the universe, I am collaborating hand in hand, not taking it as a slap. Wanting, knowing that the universe is for me and it can never do harm to me. Knowing, going along in that faith. So this was, regarding your first 4 lines. Yeah. Yes. Should we think that there is something in these challenges to learn? Yes. Rather than thinking that why I am being used as a puppet by the universe. See, as I was just sharing earlier, only ego would feel that I am a puppet. क्योंकि ईगो का क्या होता है? प्लान होता है. ईगो ने ना अपनी लाइफ डिफाइन कर रखी है. और वो डिफाइन कैसे कर रखी है? बेस्ड ऑन द बॉलीवुड, हॉलीवुड एंड ऑल दैट एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स. ये होगा, मेरी शादी होगी, उसके बाद 1 या 2 बच्चे होंगे और उसके बाद हमारी ये हैप्पी फैमिली होगी. उस हैप्पी फैमिली में मैं इधर ट्रैवल करूंगी, उधर ट्रैवल करूंगी. और अगर वो ईगो के हिसाब से नहीं होता है, अगर उसमें कुछ भी गड़बड़ होती है, तो वो लगता है आई एम बीइंग पपेटेड अराउंड. क्योंकि मेरे दिमाग में तो ऑलरेडी एक फिक्स प्लान था. मैंने अपना ख्याली पुलाव बना के रखा था. मैं कोलैबोरेट करने के लिए नहीं सोच रही थी यूनिवर्स के साथ. अब यूनिवर्स को क्या पड़ी है? उसको तो ये पड़ी है भाई, दिस पर्सन शुड गेट इन टच विद हिज डीपर सेल्फ एंड मस्ट बिकम मास्टर ऑफ हिज लाइफ. यूनिवर्स को और कुछ नहीं पड़ी, उसको बस ये पड़ी है हाथ धो के पीछे. अब उसको ये जनवाने के लिए, सो दैट आई मस्ट बिकम द मास्टर ऑफ माई इनर मूवमेंट्स, universe gives me a blow. Now that blow is not to the evolving person. That blow is to the stagnant ego. The ego that did not want it to move. The ego who decided ये अगर मेरी लाइफ में हुआ तो ही शुभ है, बाकी सब अशुभ है. अब मैं पपेट फील करूंगी. And what you were talking, Aradhana ji, that is a collaboration. Now, if I have lost a person in my life, if I have got a disease in my life, what am I looking at? I am looking at, okay, there must be some signal in this also. This is how we collaborate, recreate and create our reality with the universe hand in hand. While if I take a victim identity, being stuck with a disease or having lost a loved one, although it hurts, one goes through pain. But if I take a victim identity, what happens? I am not able to listen to the signal of the universe. I am not able to collaborate. What will I say? You are so cruel, universe. How dare you do that? I had my plan and you ruined that plan. Right? Now this is where we feel as a puppet. अगर मेरा पहले से कोई प्लान नहीं है, अगर मेरा प्लान बस इतना सा है कि जो यूनिवर्स करेगा मैं उसके फ्लो में जाके कोलैबोरेट करूं, मास्टरिंग माय ओन इनर मूवमेंट्स, तब मुझे पपेट नहीं लगेगा अपनी जिंदगी में. देन आई वुड नॉट फील लाइक अ पपेट. द प्रॉब्लम दैट वी फील लाइक अ पपेट इज ओनली थिंग that it tells me that I have some plan in mind, a hidden agenda in mind, and when it does not get worked out, I feel being puppeted around. Now, even now, if I can listen to the signal is just the universe, our mother is trying to tell us, hey, my baby, you can master yourself. Listen to the signal I am giving you. Don't go on the face value. It is hard, it is difficult, it is ugly. The face values deceive. Don't go on the face value. Read behind the words. Read the silence within the lines. This is the universe, what it tries to tell us. Then it's a collaboration, right? Yeah. So Aradhana, I'm hoping that is clear. If not anything, just bring it up again. Preeti shares only divine, because now when I look back, I see how he has changed. Yes, paths for me to help me become a better person, no matter how difficult those challenges were. Yes. Yeah, yeah. So true. Yes. Yes, Ritu, as I was sharing, boundaries must be there, but then we choose which boundary is serving us and which is not serving me. Many a times we hold a baggage of boundaries on us which stop our own growth. So if that is happening, we have to choose to let go of that boundary, and this is how we collaborate, co-create, recreate our reality. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. रुचिका शेयर्स तो अपने रिलेटिंग हम जो भी अच्छा सोचते हैं वो गलत है, ड्रीम्स देखना गलत है। रुचिका बिल्कुल भी नहीं है ना, ड्रीम्स देखना क्यों गलत होगा? अगर गलत ही होता तो हमको दिया क्यों जाता ड्रीम्स देखना, राइट? द थिंग इज दैट इफ आई एम इमर्स्ड इन ड्रीम्स और मैं रियलिटी से दूर जाती जा रही हूं, एक बहाव में बहती जा रही हूं, है ना, तो मुझे तैयार रहना है फिर धक्के खाने के लिए, और तो कुछ नहीं है ना। ड्रीम्स क्यों नहीं देखी जानी चाहिए? ड्रीम्स बिल्कुल देखिए। मेक द इमेजिनेशन दैट वी यूज यूजुअली इन आवर वर्ल्ड, वी यूज सो मच ऑफ नेगेटिव इमेजिनेशन कि ये बंदे ने मुझे वो बोल दिया, मेरा फ्यूचर तो खराब हो गया, बर्बाद हो गया। इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट, रिक्रिएट योर लाइफ, यूज द पावर ऑफ इमेजिनेशन टू क्रिएट योर लाइफ। हु इज स्टॉपिंग यू? नोबडी इज स्टॉपिंग अस। या गलत सिर्फ वही हो सकता है विच अपरूट्स मी फ्रॉम माई इनर एंकर। गलत सिर्फ वही हो सकता है, और द फ्लो ऑफ यूनिवर्स इज सो अमेजिंग दैट हम कितनी भी बार अपरूट हो जाएं अपने एंकर से, इट अलाउज अस टू गो थ्रू दैट डिफिकल्टी, टू गो थ्रू दैट अपरूटिंग। वो हमारे लिए उसको भी एक लर्निंग प्रोसेस बना देता है कि अच्छा अपरूट हुए थे, ये देखो, इससे ये सीख लो, राइट? सो नथिंग इज वेस्टेड, nothing is wasted in this universe, right?
But there are times, आपको समझ में नहीं आता ये क्या हो रहा है, and sometimes you have faced a situation but you have not learned the lesson properly also.
बिल्कुल, हाँ। उस सिचुएशन में क्या होता है शगुन जी, बताइए।
See, first of all, if I am going through something and मैं तो उस समय I am just feeling कि I am a victim first of all, ये तो बेसिक है, बट मुझे तो समझ में नहीं आया ये मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हुआ। इसका कोई रीजन तो है, डेफिनेटली रीजन है जी, बट वो मुझे आंसर नहीं मिला उसका कि क्या रीजन है। जी
जी शगुन जी आपके साथ हूँ। या एंड देन
आफ्टर अ फ्यू डेज यू ओवरकम दैट लॉस और समथिंग, एंड देन you are faced with a similar situation again, but it is again you don't learn what is this. मेरे जैसे कुछ लोग होते होंगे मेरे हिसाब से, जिनको समझ में ही नहीं आता क्या हो रहा है।
नहीं, बिल्कुल आपके साथ हूँ। So Shagun, actually, it is very well said. Actually, even masters have said that we human beings are like dog's tail. कुत्ते की पूंछ होती है ना, टेढ़ी रहती है। तो ये आपके साथ नहीं है, ये हम सबके साथ है, हम सबके साथ है। And actually this is the adventure that we all are at. Being the dog's tail that we are, we all know, हम सबको अपने अंदर की स्टोरी पता है। Being the dog's tail that we are, can we embark on this adventure of mastering our tail? It's very hard, it's difficult, it hurts, we fail, but there is also a joy. Are we ready for that? So you are right, there are many situations where we feel lost, completely confused, and in some days or moments it resolves. But can I again and again remind myself that my task is only to clean my inner sanctuary and be a constant servant, like a sweeper who keeps on cleaning and mopping incessantly. Safai Karmchari, whatever is not needed, I will remove from my life. These thoughts are not needed, let me remove this. These feelings are not serving me well, let me remove this. These boundaries have served me so far 20 years. Let me remove these boundaries, let me be a new person. I have nothing to lose. Stationed in my being, knowing that nothing can harm me, only ego can shatter. Only then I can allow myself to be a new person each day. Go through all that humiliation. Go through all that hurt. Go through all the bloody shattering of bones. We all go through those experiences. Physical pain, emotional pain. Or all my dreams of 20 years are shattered. My future appears bleak. But even now, today, I pick up my sword and I say, hey universe, yes, I am on my knees and I am collaborating with you. होता क्या है, when we allow collaboration with the universe, as if the whole energy of the universe, imagine the whole flow of Ganges, Ganga ka pura flow, the whole energy of the universe enters our being. Who does not want that? Only when I am stationed in my ego, I am feeling weak, suffocated, limited. Only then I will not want that. If I am ready to shatter my ego each moment, I will be saying, yes, I am ready. I will go through that humiliation, I will go through that insult, and I will again pick up my sword, recreate my life, pick up the pen, I'll recreate the life, I'll collaborate with you. This is what is the process of becoming. If yes,
not
yeah.
understanding anything, or it is my mental block that it doesn't want to understand.
Okay, no problem, Shagun, just be with those words. And many a times जैसे होता है ना कि पत्थर है या मिट्टी है, अगर बहुत टाइम से सूखी है, अगर उस पे पानी की बूंद पड़ती है तो क्या होता है ना, सूखी मिट्टी या पत्थर पे टाइम लगता है. हम सब वही हैं, हम सब सूखी मिट्टी और पत्थर ही हैं. And that is why human life is
रास्ता चाहिए ना फिर उसको करने के लिए. पता है ये सब हमारे साथ होता है, लेकिन हमें समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि क्या हो रहा है.
बिल्कुल with you.
मैं एक चीज ऐड करना चाहूंगी. एक्चुअली हुआ क्या है, बचपन से हमें सिखाई नहीं गई है सब चीज. जैसे ये सिखाया गया है कि जब बीमारी कोई हो या सर दर्द हो तो कोई दवाई खा लेंगे या कुछ कर लेंगे, लेकिन कभी ये नहीं सिखाया गया कि अगर दिमाग में कोई दिक्कत हो रही है या कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रही है या नेगेटिव थॉट्स हो रहे हैं, तो उस पर भी काम करना, सफाई करनी है लगातार, और रोज करनी है, चाहे 100 बार ही करनी पड़े. तो वो चीज अब एडॉप्ट करने में थोड़ी सी तकलीफ तो होगी. बिल्कुल, क्योंकि अब एक नई चीज है जो सामने आई है कि हमें दिमाग की सफाई करनी है.
बिल्कुल. Yes, Shagun, just stay with it. Allow yourself to be with it, because it's not वो नहीं है ना actually, as Ritu was saying. बिल्कुल. We are not talking about actually methods here. We are just exploring this topic, है ना. So this today's talk is not about finding solutions to my miseries. It's not a allopathic medicine at all, and it's good that it is not allopathic, क्योंकि जो एलोपैथिक होती है वो सिर्फ सिम्टम्स ट्रीट करती है, और जो आयुर्वेदिक या डीपर रेमेडी होती है, इट टेक्स टाइम, इट ऑलवेज टेक्स टाइम. सो जस्ट लेट अस स्टे विद दिस. आई एम विद यू. So Himanshi shares, collaborating with the universe means to accept that all situations are here for my growth, to accept not my plan but plan of the universe is right for me. Almost there. Yes Himanshi, actually देखो, यूनिवर्स और मैं अलग क्यों होते हैं? ओनली द प्रेजेंस ऑफ दिस फिजिकल बॉडी. अगर आज मैं अपने आप को अपनी बॉडी से डिफाइन करना बंद कर दूं, then the universe will not be separate from me. As I was talking to you earlier, that even if you go to the physics of the matter, even if you go to the physical reality, you will see that there is a continuous interchange of electrons between each and every element that is around. So where do I end and where does the universe begin? So to actually accept that there is only one large, humongous plan, which is the plan of the universe, to bow down, and here Gautamji, I am taking your word now, to bow down, here only now surrender can come. When this much of level of understanding has dawned upon, before that surrender has no value. If now as a person I am ready to see that yes, the universe is me and I am the universe, then there would be no need of my plan and the universe's plan. कोई गेम थोड़ी ना चल रही है, कोई पार्टी थोड़ी ना हो रही है, यहाँ पे दो अलग अलग पार्टीज कुश्ती लड़ रही हैं. Only then we come to a point that actually, oh my God, I don't even need to make a plan. Bloody, I was wasting all this energy so many years. Universe has a powerful plan for me. I just have to, execute. I just have to collaborate hand in hand. What a beauty. As if I have now access to the mastermind of plan making machine, which is the universe, the highest intelligence. I am the executor. Even the energy in me as an executor is coming from that universal flow only. Yes, Preeta. So true. What you seek is seeking you. The universe is obsessively seeking us, It's really amazing, he's after the universe, if I can call him he. The universe is after our life. Oh my God, this fellow, why is he running away from me? I want to give him all my power. I want to give him all my creative impulse. And this fellow is running from me as if I am the poor, enemy on this earth of this fellow. Yeah. Yes, Preeti. Yeah. So now the value of surrender one can talk about. Before this, we cannot talk about surrender. Once I see that even this physical reality, which I call as myself, is continuing movement with the whole of the universe. This room is connected with me. The other person is not separate from me. We are learning all together. We are evolving all together. Then only I can say, yes, universe, I am ready to become. I am ready to collaborate in this becoming. And I am ready to use all my energies not to bang my head upon the wall, but to flow in the flow of the Ganges and allow myself to enjoy the ride. Imagine a person, a person is standing in front of the humongous flow of the Ganges and trying to make a brick wall. People will laugh about it. This is what we do. And then we say we are a puppet. Imagine a friend of yours, there is a friend of yours. You are standing looking at from the corner, and this friend of yours is standing in front of the humongous flow of Ganges and trying to make a brick wall in that flow. And then he is coming back to you complaining, hey friend, I am being thrown away like a puppet. What would you say to him? Go, collaborate in the flow. Universe is not against us, otherwise this existence will not be possible. Yes, Riddhi, let me come there. Yeah. So Riddhi shares, misunderstandings do spoil our relationships. Yeah, they do. We all have gone through spoiled relationships. Yes, Riddhi. So what to do? Sometimes no matter how hard we try, we can't make others understand. Riddhi, I would say don't try too hard. Don't try too hard. Lose everything. You are that actor who is playing this role of losing things. It is hard, it is difficult, it is challenging. I am not doubting it. See how it is to lose everything. Is it really that much of a stake that you give it? उसका खोखलापन अपने आप सामने आ जाएगा. Those relationships which demand too much from us, ask yourself, are they really worth it? Why to take all that baggage in this life where you don't even know what is going to happen in the next moment? You are going down the stairs, you slip, you have a heart attack, gone. I'm not creating a negative visualization. I am just telling you this is how things work. We don't know about the next step in our life. Why to carry so much of burden? Lose everything. Allow yourself to lose everything. When you say, Riddhi, what actually ego is, I would like to actually, we can have actually a full session on the ego, but let me just state very briefly. Anything that burdens your mind right now in this moment, that becomes a load on you right now in this moment, is originating from the ego. So if one wants to let go of the ego, be very, very sensitive to what load are you carrying in this moment. Kabir says, जो मन से ना उतरे माया कहिए सोए. जो मन पे चिपक गया है इस समय, that is a burden, that is the ego, that is the illusion. Riddhi, wherever you are right now, look at the quality of your mind right now. Whatever you are holding like a burden on your head, in the heart, in emotions, that all is coming from the ego. That is a little clue I want to leave you with. And we can, I think we can have a session on ego where we can take even further questions also. Ritu shares, when we know others don't understand, so why not to keep quiet? It's better to be aware of the reality. Yes, Ritu, as we were sharing earlier, that it's our choice. Most of the times it's better to be quiet. But at the same time, we also should be a very vigilant guard to what's happening in the mind, because the mind never falls quiet. But you are right, many a times the physical chup helps. It helps us to give time for reflection. So if that is the case, if the physical chup is helping us to reflect, why not? Why to just go on repeating that pattern of banging the head on the wall? Yes, I also see that. Yeah, it helps many a times, because whenever you don't blurt out a few words immediately and you take a pause, you choose not to say it out, you reflect, you get a chance to reflect. I think that is really beautiful if one can do that in as many moments as possible. Yeah. So, Riddhi, are you with us then on the ego? I am just sharing a few sentences from Kabir for you. Kabir says, मन समझ के लाद लदनिया, पीना हो तो इहाँ पी ले, आगे देस निपनिया. So Kabir says that मन तू समझ के लाद लदनिया, हमने जो लाद लादा हुआ है अपने ऊपर, the burden we are carrying, that is nothing but the burden of ego, nothing else. पीना हो तो यहाँ पी ले, because we are not able to drink the nectar of ease in this moment. The only thing that stops us having that nectar, the juice of ease, the sahajta in this moment is the burden of ego. Ego would always want the thing to go this way, that way, this way, that way, and when they are not done, we are burdened. So ask yourself, if I am burdened in this moment, definitely something is to be reflected upon. Ego is playing my life. I am not there actually. Because if I am there as a conscious being, the master of my life, then I would not be giving the handle or the baton in hands of ego all the time. Right? So this is where surrender comes, which is our constant process of evolution and dissolution of the ego. It's a continuous process. Ego is like a dog's tail. It never goes away. It comes back in other forms. माया को महाठगनी बोला है कबीर ने. It comes back, keep on coming back in several forms. One can never say I have become egoless. So which path do I want to choose? So we have explored this much today, and again, this much is not enough. We have to immerse ourselves deeply in these words again and again, deep contemplations, deep reflections. Otherwise, life is waste. Manush janam amol re, Kabir has said. Even many saints have said. Why on earth would they say that the human life is precious? Why? There must be something about it. Can we give few hours of our life, if not all, to this reality as well? Yes, Riddhi, we will get. Yeah. It's our choice. We choose, we create our reality. We are the master. We can be the master. We don't necessarily have to be the puppet. Right? So, with that said, I would like to share with you the upcoming sessions, those of us who are new and those of us who would like to be in touch. Please share your numbers with us. You can also share directly your number with me on the phone, or either in the chat window you can type. Yes, Riddhi, I will share. I think you are on the group Mother and Shri Aurobindo. There I will share the recording. Yeah. So those of us who would like to be in touch, please leave your number with me. Acha, Riddhi is not in the group. Okay, then please share your number here in the window, chat window, and I'll keep you in loop for the upcoming sessions also. Yeah. Yes, I'm typing my number here. So on Monday, we will have a talk on parenting. We'll have actually a session. It's a circle together on, it's not a talk, it's a circle on parenting. On Tuesday, we will have something else. So those of us who would like to get in touch for the upcoming sessions, they can also join on Monday. We have this parenting circle who would like to join. Thank you, Ramaji. Thank you, Prerna. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Ruchika. And we rest of us are on the groups, so we'll anyway keep posting the upcoming events. So stay in touch, and thank you for joining so much. Yeah, thank you, Preeta. Thank you, Gautam. Yeah, thank you so much.